DDAmanda is the #1 stock screener and scanner. This is how we're finding these winners early, guys. Simple to use by total beginners. Got advanced features for professional traders. Great support, 1 hour free one-on-one training, and check out these testimonials. I mean, they're off the hook. Guys love this program, and they're making a ton of money.
Okay, where do you jack? Well, if you can see right here, see this notch here? This is where the Honda jack goes, okay? There's one in the back too. So that's where you jack, right there. Now I do it just until it starts moving a little bit. This one's already loose though, so... And then I do each one of them to they're just barely moving, see? That takes the initial stress off evenly. I already loosened those, so... Step one is to turn your steering wheel to where this thing is pointed out. So this will be all the way to the right. There's two of them, 12 millimeter, okay? After that, they should just screw up by hand. I like to put them where they were too. I don't want them to get a divorce. I don't want them to have an affair with the other one. Well, that's the top one. This is the bottom one. Now this whole assembly will just slide out, okay? Don't let it hang by this hose, just set it up here. Got it? Now here's your pads. Now the way they come out and the way they go in is you just take this top part and just pull. When you put in, you do the same thing. You point them in there and then they'll rotate in, okay? And you're not supposed to touch them. You don't want to touch any of this if you can. You don't want to touch these. The reason I'm doing this is I didn't use some of these parts last time, and I've since found out that I guess you should use them. Anyway, this is the stock one. This has been on here for 150,000 miles, okay? And this is the replacement. Now if you'll notice, this one has little springy things here, and this one doesn't. But what they did is they angled these to do the same thing. You see that? So this angle here does the same thing as this springy thing. Alright? And the way they slip in is, you see this little groove right here? That fits in this groove right here. So all you gotta do is put them in here and push. And they should go in. Now you can go crazy and you can clean all this shit and take out all the rust, and I just haven't done that, and I'm probably not going to. Make sure they're centered. Should probably only go in one way. And these are ambidextrous, so just make sure that they're pretty centered, okay? That one looked like it clicked. I think we're good here too. Alright. Now, on another video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I could probably do it now, get some silicone spray and spray these Silicone lubricant. Oh, you know what? This it sprays upside down. That might save this little booty. Is it already broken? Well. Anyway, these should move easily. If they don't, you'll pull them out. Take the booty off right here. The little booty. There, it comes right off. See that? But these are still moving. Some guys take these out and clean them all, and you know. But this is OEM silicone grease, so I'm living with it. You just push it back in, and then the booty will slip on. Okay. But I just like to put some on here. I haven't done that before. But you can do that on these CV joints too. Just get some silicone on there to hopefully keep them alive longer. In fact, I could do that right now. There's my CV joint. And these are still pretty new, these pads, but when they're old, this will come out a lot further. You could actually push your brake pedal to push this out and put some silicone on here too, if you wanted to. Probably when you get all done, if you do the silicone and all that, get some brake cleaner and just spray everything. Spray the rotor and your pads. But I think we're going to be okay here. I didn't probably brush it on. If this is out, you could take a little brush and brush it on. The main thing is you just don't want to get any kind of grease or any kind of shit in between that and your brake pads. Okay? So, and the other question I had was, where does this squealer go? Some guys put it on the top, some guys put it on the bottom. You know, this thing here that's supposed to tell you when your brakes are down. So, I don't know. But anyway, what I do then is take a little bit of anti-seize thread lubricant, or probably any kind of grease, and just put a little bit. Let's scrape some of that off. Don't touch this. Okay, just put a tiny bit right there. You can tell I'm a hot driver. Look at the check marks on that. These are ceramic. These are the best you can buy. You know, I go to the store and they want to sell me some brake pads. I go, how much are they? They go, oh, they're $19.95. I said, screw that. I want the most expensive ones you got. But these have got a lifetime warranty. I say, see how I'm pointing it in here? Trying to put it in at an angle. You see that? And then it should just slide right in. I said, I don't care about the light. If you're going to come out to my house and change them for me when they wear out, fine. But it takes time to do this. So I buy the $80 ones, or whatever they are, and then I don't have to do it for a long, long time. Well, not that long. The way I drive. Shit, I'm putting too much on. But what this all is designed to do is so these pads, they don't, you know, get stuck in here. You know? So they don't, like when your brakes, when you're not using your brakes, you don't want them to rub against here. So anyway, I got this new hardware on now, and I lubed them a little bit. Now, look at this little sucker. I haven't used one of these since I first changed them. But what this does on the leading edge, okay, there's two holes here. and this thing goes in these little two holes. And what that does is it provides extra separation here for when your brakes aren't on, okay? And then it's just a matter of taking this sucker, and now you got to kind of hold them in. Put this on the back, okay? And then it ought to slide in. Make sure these bolts are in here on the top and bottom, because this has to slide past it, right? And there you go. So the top one, but this is pretty well, you know, pretty easy to do. Now one thing, when you're tightening these, if this starts moving, you're going to have to put a wrench on here, okay? To back it up, otherwise it'll twist the little booty. And you don't want your booty to be twisted. You want her booty to be twisted. Anyway, as Biden would say, anyway. And how tight do you do these? I've never torqued them. I just make them Guten tight. Last thing you want to do is have them strip. See, now if I was tightening this and this spun, I would have to put a backup wrench on here. There's no real stress on these, so I don't know how to tell you good and tight what that is. I'm sure you can find torque specs, but maybe you can tell by how much force I'm using. I think that's tight enough. I've never had one come loose. Okay, baby, that's it. Out with the old, in with the new. Now some guys, when you do the brakes, they replace the fucking rotor. I think half these guys work for auto parts stores or manufacturers. I've never replaced this rotor in, I don't know, since I bought the car. 158,000 miles on it. Yeah, it's a little glazy, but, you know, it still brakes really well, so why mess with it? Now one guy had a neat suggestion is when you, this is the bleeder here, when you, you know, when you, on old ones you're going to need to compress this cylinder. What he does is he puts little holes on here and loosens this and squeezes that fluid out, the fluid that's in here, because he says that's the most, you know, it gets the most wear and shit. So he'll loosen this bleeder while he's doing it. He puts a hose on here. Make sure you don't get any air back in. You know, it might be better to have two people, I don't know. Well, okay, if you're using your C-clamp to compress this piston, you can put some pressure on it and then open it. You just don't want to get any air in here, okay? Alright. Okay, putting the tire back on. I'm sitting down. What I do is I'll rock it in here. Rock it all the way in here. There. That's too much. Okay. Now these mags, they have 8. There's 2 different patterns here, so you got to make sure you get the right one. You'll notice I marked this one. This goes on that stud. So what I do, put my feet in here. Gotta get lined up. and you can just lift it with your feet. I wonder if it's high enough. Jack might have gone down a little bit. Anyway, line it all up. Make sure you're in there. There you go. And then start your lug nuts. Make sure you turn them in a few turns to make sure that they're started. There. You don't want to cross thread these. Now I put my air hammer on number 1. Push it forward because we're going in. And I'll just do them all. Try to do them all even. On the rear ones, I will spin this while I'm doing it. On number 1, I can tighten it. Oh, let it get good and tight. And then you want to torque them. I torque mine to 85. I think you can go up to 100, but 85 seems to work well for me. Now generally what you want to do is let it down a little bit. I don't want to put any extra strain on anything. Just to where it touches the ground. Okay. On the opposite side. And check the first one just to see. And you're good to go.
Okay, if you trade stocks, or if you're even thinking about trading stocks, this is for you guys. This is what you need. This is DDAmanda. It's the number 1 stock screener and scanner that's out there. And it uses both user input and AI to find and research winning stocks. And this is, it says right here, easy enough to use by total beginners. There's really no learning curve at all. You can be finding stocks within about 5 minutes after you log in. And it also has a lot of advanced features that are used by professional traders. Our mission is to help you make money by investing in stocks. That's the bottom line. That's what you want from something like this, Now, I use this all the time, and I've found some amazing runners. You've got here, look at this. They give you 1 hour of free one-on-one training and instant support. Having good support on a program is just so critical, I mean, here's their phone number right here. You can just call and text. They've got some testimonials here. I want to show you these because they're pretty amazing. I mean, look at this. This is what people think of her. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. This guy made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Everything I need to research. I wasn't even in Amanda one week, and he made 10,000 bucks. So these testimonials, it just goes on and on here. So anyway, they've got if you want to try, look at all these features. Dollars traded, 7MA crossovers, all sorts of stuff. But they've got an $8 a day trial subscription, so you can check her out and see if you like her. And some other subscription levels here. Anyway, I highly recommend this, guys, and do check it out and make some money. Everybody that tries DDAmanda absolutely loves her. These are all unsolicited, by the way. We didn't even ask people. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. So worth it. Probably made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Having everything I need to research on one page is definite time saver. Single day, 1525 profit. 15K on my first DD. Look at this guy. I don't know what to think about this one, man. This guy says he made 30 million. Read this shit. I don't know. He sounds kind of legit. I fucking love DDAmanda. Your program is the best tool I've ever used in the last 21 years. It just goes on and on. Here's just a few examples of stocks that DDAmanda found. Here you got a 5-factor scan alert. Next day she's up 59%. Now all this is on the right side here is just 200 days worth of trading data. You have your date, your dollars traded, the price it closed at, this factor that's proprietary to the program. This is how we find these. The volume, the low of the day, high of the day open, and then percentage up or percentage down. LVGI, 200-day low scan alert. And look at this drag ratio, maxed out. Up 50% and then 75%. IGEX, 200-day low scan alert, 7-factor. Next day up 47%. Again, another 200-day low scan alert, up the next day 106%. These are easy to find with our scanner. So if you want to make money trading stocks, DDAmanda is your answer.